Welcome students in online class for subject physics for the 11th and 12th science students. Today we have learned some definitions, formulas in terms of length, mass, time of various physical quantities in mechanics and properties of matter. First of all, we see the physical quantity area. Formula for area and definition for area, it will be the product of length and breadth is said to be area. So we know that length, that is also distance, breadth is also distance. So area, its formula will be distance square. Then we find area of circle, that is pi r square. We want measure the area of circle, that is pi r square, which is pi distance square, means the formula in terms of distance, mass and time. Also the area for sphere, that is 4 pi r square. So that the area of sphere we can write in terms of distance, that is 4 pi into distance square. Second physical quantity is seen. Second physical quantity will be volume. We know that product of length, breadth and height gives a volume, or volume is defined as product of length, breadth and height. So here length is measured, also distance, breadth it is also distance and height is also distance. So the volume in terms of distance, it will be distance cube. For sphere, the volume of sphere is 4 upon 3 pi distance square. Actually formula will be 4 upon 3 pi r square. So we can write in terms of distance. Second physical quantity is seen. Third physical quantity will be density. So here the formula for density, it will be the ratio of mass to the volume. So here mass, in terms of mass, that is there, but volume, so we can write as mass upon length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. So density is also measured in terms of mass, distance and time. It will be mass upon distance cube. Fourth physical quantity can be seen. That physical quantity has name radius vector. We know that radius radius is the distance from center of circle to the position of object or position of particle on circle. See here, suppose this is a circle and it has center, that is here, center will be O. The distance from center of circle to the position of particle on circle, that is OA, is called as radius, is called radius vector. So radius vector or radius, it will be distance. It will be distance. Next, the fifth physical quantity can be seen, that is linear velocity. Sometimes it also called as linear speed or linear velocity. It is defined as the rate of change in displacement with respect to time, or it can be also write in terms of distance upon time, that is linear velocity or linear speed. Similarly, the sixth physical quantity will be linear acceleration. It is the rate of change in linear velocity with respect to time, or it will be velocity divided by time. So here velocity we can written as distance upon time multiplied by time. So we can write as distance upon time square. Next physical quantity will be angular displacement. See here, in this angular displacement, angle is there. Angle means angle is measured in radian. So its definition will be, suppose a circle is there having radius O at center. Particle is initially at position A, is moved towards B with linear distance, suppose x, and here OA is radius vector, OB is radius vector. The angle made by two radius vector is called as angular displacement, that is theta or d theta. So we can write as d theta or theta. It will be x upon r. So angle which is made with two radius is called as, or with radius is called as angular displacement. So here we can say that distance upon distance, because x is linear displacement, r is radius, so here that will be cancel, but angle is measured in radian. This angle, it will be represents radian. Actually they are pure number, it is pure number. So eighth physical quantity will be seen, that is angular velocity. Sometimes we can term it as angular speed. So here, similar as linear speed, the rate of change in displacement, linear displacement with respect to time, distance upon time. But here angular velocity is defined as the rate of change in angular displacement upon time. Means angular displacement is measured in radian or it is pure number. So we can written as 1 upon time or radian upon time. That will be the formula for angular velocity. Here the ninth will be physical quantities seen before the relation between linear and angular speed. Or velocity. So here we can see that we know linear velocity is product of distance into angular velocity. That is the relation. Means V is equal to R omega. Angular velocity sometimes termed as omega. It can be read as omega, not W. So it is read with term as omega. So V equal to R omega. So what happen? Omega is equal to V upon R or V is equal to R omega. If we see the distance, we can find out from this. If we see the relation, we can find out angular velocity from this relation. So omega is equal to linear velocity divided by radius, means distance. So velocity is equal to distance upon time multiplied by distance. What happen? Distance get cancel. So omega is in terms of 1 upon time. But before seeing, we can see that radian per time or 1 upon time. That is the angular velocity. Here 10th physical quantity is seen, angular acceleration. Just before, angular velocity is denoted by omega. So angular acceleration is also denoted by alpha. Its formula will be, or definition will be, the rate of change in angular velocity. Means angular velocity with respect to time upon time is called angular acceleration. So alpha is equal to angular velocity will be velocity upon distance or linear velocity upon distance. So that is linear velocity upon distance upon time. So linear velocity can be termed as distance divided by time multiplied by distance divided by time. So here, if this time is shifted numerator, we can written as time upon 1 is shifted, then distance upon time multiplied by 1 upon distance multiplied by 1 upon time. So what happen? Distance get cancelled, time it will be time square. So angular acceleration alpha will be 1 upon time square. Just like angular velocity will be 1 upon time, so angular acceleration is written as 1 upon time square, or it will be time square. Similarly, sometimes we can see that angular velocity in terms of definition of angular displacement. So we can say that angular displacement upon time, that is angular displacement upon time square. And so sometimes we can say that angular velocity equal to angular displacement upon time square. Angular displacement is measured in radian, so we can say that 1 upon time square. So here also see the relation between linear and angular acceleration. See, linear acceleration is equal to distance r multiplied by angular acceleration. So here A is equal to r alpha. We can determine alpha. So we know that alpha equal to A upon r, means acceleration is velocity upon time upon distance divided by 1. So if this distance divided by 1 is taken in numerator, so we can written as velocity will be distance upon time multiplied by time multiplied by 1 upon distance. Distance get cancel, so alpha is equal to 1 upon time square. Alpha is 1 upon time square. So next, the 12th physical quantity will be seen, that will be linear momentum. If a rubber ball is strike on wall, then this rubber ball will be collide with wall and replace or repelled from the wall. So that is called momentum. So here linear momentum is denoted by P. So is product of mass गुणिले linear velocity, means mass गुणिले distance upon time. That is the formula for linear momentum. Next physical quantity is seen. That physical quantity will be linear impulse. So here linear impulse is the product of force into time. We know that force will be mass multiplied by acceleration multiplied by time. So mass and time is there, but acceleration. So for this acceleration we can write the formula, and formula will be mass multiplied by velocity divided by time multiplied by time. What happened? Time get cancel. So mass multiplied by distance divided by time, that is the angular impulse. That is the linear impulse. Okay, next 14 physical quantity will be seen, that is acceleration due to gravity. We know that acceleration due to gravity is denoted by small g. Its value will be 9.8 meter per second square. It will be acceleration, means velocity upon time. So we can written as distance upon time multiplied by time. That's the formula for acceleration due to gravity. So here the 15th quantity will be seen. This 15th quantity will be force. According to Newton's law of motion, force is product of mass and acceleration. So force is equal to mass multiplied by velocity divided by time. Here mass upon time multiplied by distance upon time. If we can multiply time and time, so we can write the formula for force will be mass multiplied by distance divided by time square. So that is the formula for force. If we can know the force, similarly we can also find out the formula for weight. Sometimes load, sometimes it termed as tension, means weight, load or tension, it will be the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity. So here mass multiplied by velocity upon time, mass multiplied by distance upon time multiplied by time. So what happened? Mass multiplied by distance upon time square, means we can see the force having formula mass multiplied by distance upon time square, and weight, load, tension having formula mass multiplied by distance upon time square. So we can say that force and weight, force and load, force and tension, they are similar quantities. They are similar quantities, whereas linear impulse and linear momentum, see here linear impulse having formula mass multiplied by distance upon time, and linear momentum also has formula mass multiplied by distance upon time. So linear momentum and linear impulse will be the same quantities, means if formula will equivalent or similar, then we can say that the both quantities will be same. See here, next will be moment of inertia. It is the product of mass into square of the distance from axis of rotation, means product of mass square of distance from axis of rotation is called moment of inertia of that body. So yeah, so that here the formula it will be similar, mass into distance square in terms of mass and length and time of different physical quantities. So here we can see that next definition will be angular momentum. We know that linear momentum is denoted by P. Here, if we know linear momentum is denoted by P, which is mass product of mass and linear velocity. So here angular momentum, it can be denoted by L. It is the product of moment of inertia mi and angular velocity. Another, just in linear motion, linear momentum, it will be P equal to mass into linear velocity. Similarly, for angular momentum, L is equal to product of moment of inertia into angular velocity. So that here we see moment of inertia, that is mass multiplied by distance square multiplied by angular velocity. We know relation linear velocity equal to r into omega. So omega equal to linear velocity upon distance. We so see that linear velocity upon distance. So what happened? Mass multiplied by distance square multiplied by distance upon time multiplied by distance. What happened? One distance get cancelled. So here we can see that mass multiplied by distance square upon time. That is the formula for angular momentum. So angular momentum, their definition is also written as moment of linear momentum. Sometimes we see that L is equal to linear momentum P into distance. We know linear momentum P, that is product of distance, mass and velocity, means product of mass, distance upon time multiplied by distance. So here we see that the formula will be mass distance square upon time. That is the formula for angular momentum. Next physical quantity will be seen, that is angular impulse. So here, before seeing angular impulse, first we have seen the torque or couple. Couple is the product of force and distance. See here, two forces are there. One will be in upward force and another will be in downward force. This F and this F dash. And when the two forces, their perpendicular distance will be L. So we can see that the product of magnitude of force and perpendicular distance between two forces, or if this force upward and this force is downward, their perpendicular distance here will be L. So we can say that product of force and perpendicular distance is called couple, or sometimes it is also called torque. it is termed as torque. So force equal to mass multiplied by acceleration multiplied by distance. So here mass multiplied by velocity upon time multiplied by distance. So here mass upon time multiplied by distance upon time multiplied by distance. If we can multiply here, so we see that mass multiplied by distance square divided by time square. So we can find out couple. We can remember that here angular impulse, it will be the product of couple and time. If linear impulse will be seen, that is product of force and time. Similarly, angular impulse, it will be product of couple and time. That is 19th and that is 20th. So here couple is seen, that will be mass multiplied by distance square divided by time square multiplied by time. What happened? Time get cancel. So here mass multiplied by distance square upon time. Similar, see that similar will be angular momentum, mass multiplied by distance square upon time. So here mass multiplied by distance square upon time means sometimes we can see angular momentum and angular impulse will be similar quantities. So all of these 20th physical quantities will be seen, their formulas in terms of mass, distance and time. We know that mass is measured in kilogram, distance or length is measured in meter and time is measured in second. If we substitute these, we can find out their units from these formulas. Another quantities will be seen in next video.